Child. How y'all doing? Welcome to Nosy Bystander. It's live. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. Forgive my hair. I don't know what it's doing today. And I want to get right into these stories because they are getting get to her and get to her by the it's Monday. It's Monday. Let's see who's in the building. I know y'all like it's Monday. It's Monday. Jeez Louise. We can't even start Monday off nice and slow. We just got to jump right into hood ratness. Drink some water. Let's see who's all in the building. Who's all up in the building? Let's see. Y'all here early. Oh, smash that like button on your way in. Don't be a bunch of heathens. Don't be a bunch of church heathens. What's up, Ray? How you doing? Ray says, the hour feels like days. I'm too ready. What's up, Tamika? How you doing? What's up, Cammy on the go? So hit that like button. Walking in. Listen. Your mama said, wipe your feet walking in. Smash that like button walking in. Don't be ignorant. I'm going to call all y'all mamas. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Ooh, child. This is going to be good. What's up, ML Moore? How you doing today? Tammy, hello. Paulette says, yeah, I'm home. Finally catching another episode. What's up, good peeps? Hello. Chantel said, question mark? We on our way, Chantel. What's up, Taurus season? What's up, unicorn? Hello, lucky lady. This is just me. Yo. What's up, DL? What's up, Stephanie? Hello, Ray. Hello, is it Sakithia? Is that how you pronounce your name? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I also know a Sakithia. Crazy. I love that you both have different spellings. Wow, that's crazy. It's a beautiful name. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Miss Carol B. How you doing today? Is it Renata? I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello, Renata. How you doing today? Renata says, hey, I'm here early too. See? It only takes a little bit of correcting to get y'all to show up on time. What's up, Maria? How you doing? What's up, MI? Hello, Nicole. How you doing today? Lucky lady again. What's up, Shan? Hello, Andrea. Cree Roxanne. How you doing, girl? Margaret, Keisha, YNV. Hey, YNV. How you doing? Rose. Oh, we got some Facebook peeps. This is from Rose Allen. Says, hi, young lady. Hello. Another Facebook peep, Dion. Hello, Dion. How you doing? That girl, Chris again. Hello, Brenda Holloway. How are you? I like to see the Facebook peeps. Y'all, what's up? Is it Carissa? Hello, Carissa. Where's the tea? Said, where is the tea? No justice, no peace. Veronica, I got to see who all in the building, y'all. So this might take a minute. What's up, Latoya? Okay, I'm done. Okay, if I missed you, I apologize. Hello, welcome to the building. Let's get right into this first ghetto hot mess right here. And it's called Nick Cannon. I'm about to say Ray J. Nick Cannon and his, I think she's 4th or 5th place in line. I don't know which place in line she is, but she kind of had some stuff going on Twitter. I'm sorry, on Instagram last night. And I want to get right into her story because I think it's a little bit fascinating. And I also think that the way that she deflected in this story, I just found a bit odd. It was just a little bit odd. And so, yeah, that's it's kind of weird how she deflected in this story, and we're all just supposed to just pretend we didn't see what she was doing. So she went on, she goes by the name of Bree. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I have tried to spell it so many different ways. I had to keep Googling it every time I had to mention her. So I'm already annoyed by this story. But Bree was on Instagram and she had posted this. And if you can't read it, let me just biggie size my screen so you can see it. So she stated that her baby was up for 3 days and it would not get any sleep. And she was just like, being a mom and putting out there a little beacon. So somebody had replied to her story and says, can you get a night nurse to help? Having a baby takes a damn village, which I thought was very respectful until our good friend here, Bree, decided to get all angry and ignorant with her and reply back and says, LOL, yeah, sure, you want to pay for it? And the person who left that nice post says, tell Nick. She then proceeds to reply back and says, yeah, okay, I don't need your unsolicited advice. Thanks. You have some effing nerve. And then replies with this post and says, since you have so much advice, my Venmo is my name. And anyone else looking for baby advice, here's your gal. Oh, but she wasn't done yet. She was not done yet. She then proceeds to leave this long post, and I'm going to read it to you, even though I don't want to, but here we go. She says, LOL, here we go again. No one was venting. I took nothing left. I was talking about how I haven't slept. The baby is teething early, and that a family member came to visit and spilled my milk all over the couch, put my ember cup in the microwave, which is electronic, and that it was only 9 a.m. And then have someone to say Nick should pay for a night nurse. Not sure for how anything I was saying had to do with needing a night nurse or Nick at that. Funny how y'all only take me popping off, but not the actual stories. If you show the full thing, you would see that her messages was unwarranted, and I was laughing at what had occurred. Regardless of working, I want every minute of my I want every minute with my son. Why would I have someone else do it? All I was sharing was a hard, honest moment as a mom, being where after sleep, God, her grammatical errors are driving me crazy. Honest, where after not sleeping and working, it was just one more thing after the other and was making fun. No one was complaining and no one was talking about Nick. This person decided to bring him up and add a money face and loop Nick into it. She took it there just like everyone else does. I hear it all the time and all the thousands of other nasty comments, and I'm effing over it. Hmm. Now I'm going to play devil's advocate, which I know y'all hate, but I got to, okay? I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I understand that she is like any mom, right, who doesn't have a famous baby dad or a baby dad who doesn't have a famous baby mom. I understand that she leans onto social media quite often to vent and to do this and to do that and those other things, right? Which is understandable. Now, granted, she does have a famous child's father, like the father of her child is famous. So anytime a mom gets on the internet and talks about, oh man, like, I'm so tired, I wish I had some help, people are going to mention the father of your child. That's just how it is. So, oh, she's projecting. Definitely. Definitely. This from Miss Nostalgia says, anyone Barty gang upset. I'm sorry, let me reread that. Anyone Barty gang upset you don't have a second studio album? I don't know what you're talking about, so I apologize. So yeah, so she is unfortunately she is under the guise of you had an internet relationship, you had an internet baby, so people are going to give their internet opinions. You understand what I mean? Like, I know that's tough, but the best thing I could do for her, this lady here, she seems like a really nice lady, and she's also, definitely pretty. The best advice that I could give to her is, this woman here, let me pull up her image. The best advice I could give to her is maybe just not, I know it's tough, maybe joining a mommy group, maybe where you can vent and things of that nature and still have that online support system. But your online support system is not what you think it's going to be. It's not going to be with all of these, stroller pushing mommies who are going to be like, don't worry, girl, we all have bad days, whoop de whoop blase skip. That's not what your supporters are going to look like. So maybe finding an online mommy group who can help you with things like that, finding a neighborhood mommy group you can lean on. That's the best advice I got for her. I think she sounds a little bit tone deaf, but she's under a lot of stress. So her tone deafness is not going to come off for quite a while until her baby gets older. Let me hear from you guys here. This is Sani says, did I miss the thread regarding Akbar? You sure didn't. Our show starts at 5. It's only 5:07. Queen would say you better smash that like button. Carissa says she didn't have to take it like that. She could have just said, I don't want a nanny, and left it there. That's what I'm saying, because the person was being polite. They're like, they didn't even mention Nick at all. They were just like, hey, have you considered getting a night nurse? And she was being snarky. She was being snarky. That person was actually left her a really nice comment about her baby. You know what I mean? And she took it to a whole nother level, which was absolutely unnecessary. He said, how old is her baby? I don't know, y'all. He's got a lot of kids. If I had to guess, 9, 10 months old. She said he's teething, so she also said he's still on formula, so he's definitely under 1, if I had to guess. Perfect Peace says, it's 123 people in here. Smash the like button. No, it's not. It's 176 people in the building. Smash the like button, y'all. Show a Negro some love. This from Candy B says, her child was 50, the 5011 sibling. Call one of the mamas in the club. That's what I'm saying. Like, call one of the mamas in the club. Also, too, she just doesn't, like, if you're an internet model, okay, and your whole aesthetic is being an internet model, it's a good chance. It's a good chance your audience are not mommies. So you giving a whole bunch of unsolicited mommy tea, people are not going to care about them. Like, girl, call your baby daddy. We don't care about that. Where's the next photo shoot? So she, like, learn your audience. She didn't even know her audience. You know what I mean? New York City Wandy says, I'm late, but I'm here. It's okay. Thanks for coming in. Smash the like button on your way in. Haley says, I got to admit, I'm liable to snap at someone when I'm tired AF from the kiddo. So maybe I can't speak on it. No, that's understandable. But at the same time, when you're tired, you're probably not going to be posting a whole bunch of stuff about the babies. Typically, tired people don't have time for social media. So in my head, it's like, she can't be that tired. But then again, she could be that tired. We don't know. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and judge her. My advice to her, because the story is just so limited. My advice to her, reduce how much you share your mommy experiences with your audience, because your audience obviously are not geared toward baby stuff. Okay. They're not geared toward baby stuff. They don't want to hear that, because they're going to be questioning, where your baby daddy? Where your baby daddy at? That's what they're going to ask, because they young and they want tea. You know, they're young and they want tea. Erica said, happy Monday. Happy Monday, Erica. They want tea. They don't care about your baby teething and shit. And people microwave in metal cups. People don't care about that. So maybe find an audience of people who do care about things like that. So that way you can get the right advice instead of unsolicited advice, which, again, I don't think the person saying get a night nanny is unsolicited. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like that was really beautiful advice. And I thought it was really sweet advice. You know what I mean? Being that she is of a different socioeconomic level and it could help, but she wants to take it to a whole nother level, being ignorant and trifling. So what's up, The Journey? How you doing? Hello, Jada. So yeah, that's the end of that story, whatever that is. Now, let's just go ahead and move right into this next one, because I just want to get that one out of the way, because I thought it was kind of interesting. I just don't care enough about it to dissect it. And also, she's a mom, so I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to say anything rude or ignorant, because if I had a newborn baby, I wouldn't want nobody saying nothing ignorant about me. I'm just saying, for her, for Bree, Nick Cannon's baby mom, but the best advice I can give you is find yourself a support group of mommies who won't give you bad advice, you know, or who won't give you the support that you need, because it's not on Instagram. Okay. I'll tell you right now, it ain't on Instagram. It could be on Instagram, but you got to rework the algorithm to find those mommies. You know what I mean? They don't just come to you. You have to work the algorithm to find those mommies. You have to post baby stuff. You have to use baby stuff hashtags. You have to actively be making reels and post about babies, because your current audience doesn't care about that. You know, somehow that person squeezed through the cracks and they actually cared about your well-being, but most of these people don't. What's up, Pilot Jones? How you doing? Let's get into this story right here with this bag of crazy. Now, if you were here with us a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Chef Taling on our show, because a number of her old customers have reached out to me because she had failed to deliver on their cookbooks that they had ordered. And they just started a Facebook group and they were just kind of done with her. Now, if you don't know who Chef Taling is, you don't got to worry about it. She's really a nobody, just an internet chef. I'm gonna use that term very loosely, an alleged internet chef, because we don't really know if she's cooking this food or not. So our internet chef, alleged chef here, has a very large Facebook group, and she posts a lot of food videos. Well, those people who were stiffed out of their cookbooks went ahead and started doing some deep dives well before they even met me, and decided to dig into her because they weren't believing that she was actually cooking some of these dishes. Turns out I kind of slightly believe them, but that's my personal opinion, right? That's not fact. Chef Tao Ling a couple of weeks ago went live on Facebook to show the food. Turns out she was in a home. Now I can't say it was her home or not because I don't know. She was in a home that looked like it was lived in by an alleged hoarder, completely filthy to the max. The house was completely filthy, food everywhere, food on the walls, food on the, we don't know what was on the floor. So I think people kind of like wrapped up their assessment on Chef Taling that she's just this. I don't know. I don't really know what people's assessments are of her, to be honest with you. But again, now, mind you, Chef Taling has blocked me on social media, but it doesn't matter to me because I've already moved on to several other stories. I was scream child, me too. So I had moved on to several other stories. I could give no F's about Chef Taling, but Chef Taling took it upon herself to continuously discuss me. And I want to talk about that. Now, you guys already know I don't have an ego, so I could care less about people saying stuff about me on the internet. But shout out to the Nosy Bystander who sent this, because this, which I'm assuming is probably deleted now, is the kicker. So I'm going to blow it up and I'm going to read to you what Chef Taling posted about me. Granted, this is weeks after she's already blocked me and the story was already completed. We discovered that she's just a filthy hoarder, or she was in a filthy hoarder's home, and she really fumbled the bag on making that catfish or tilapia or whatever it is she was trying to fry her food in cold oil with. So let's read this post. So Chef Taling states in this post, my lawyer and I are coming for this man. Now, mind you, she's referencing me as a man. She continues to do that throughout this entire post because she thinks that laughing at people's gender identities is a joke. I think she thinks there's something funny about making fun of people's gender identities, which is weird because I'm almost certain I've seen her post things in celebratory to the LGBTQAI community. So I find that very disheartening that somebody who advocates for a specific community makes fun of someone's gender pronouns. Now, mind you, I'm a female who goes by she, her pronouns, who is not gay. Okay. Now, granted, I don't wear makeup or nails, but I like those things. I just don't wear them. So I think that making fun of somebody's gender pronouns is a little weird to me. It's a little weird, but let's just continue. She says, my lawyer and I are coming for this man, referring to me, here too, spreading lies on TikTok and YouTube that this little boy, she's referring to me, obviously didn't do his homework, which is so weird. It's just a weird placation. And then she continues and says, attaching my name to some phony documents, which we never did. I don't know what she's talking about. And if she's talking about referring to phony documents, I'd never published her criminal record. That was that Facebook group. But apparently she's got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons, a lengthy criminal history in Cuyahoga County Superior Courts. But that wasn't me. I didn't publish that. I just saw it. It has nothing to do with me. Slander at its finest. Okay. Then she says, you're next, sir. I don't know what that means. I'm suing for everything he got and them glasses. Don't F with Donda. I don't know what that means. This is to Chef Taling. This message is to Chef Taling. You're obviously a gross, disgusting human being. You're obviously very much disrespectful to people's gender identities and gender pronouns, because that must be a joke to you, how people identify themselves with their gender fluidity. So that's a joke to you. You think that's funny. That's not funny. And anybody who laughs and supports that, or who liked that post, you're just as vile as Chef Taling is. And if you have children or cousins or relatives who are a part of people who express their gender identities, you're just as vile as Chef Taling is. If you think that Facebook or Meta is a safe space to divulge into your bigotry and your biases against people who have gender fluidity. You're just as gross as she is. And if you think that Facebook was a safe space to do that, you're completely dead wrong. Now, I'm not one of those content creators who clicks on all the people who like the post and then reaches out to your employers to figure out where you work and let them know that you're okay with making fun of people who are part of the LGBTQAI community. I'm not a part of that community, but I think you think it's a joke to guess if I am. That's where the joke comes from. Oh, she's definitely gay, so let's just call her a him. Definitely not true. And even if it was, that'd still be even more disgusting, that you'd be trying to guess what my sexual preference is, which is very weird because you're an internet chef. So the fact that you would even divulge in worrying about what people's gender fluidity is or their sexual orientation is weird, because you're an internet chef. And so where's the pancakes? Where are the pork chops? Where's the ribs? Why are you concerned about me? And if you are concerned about me and you do have an attorney, the first thing you should be more concerned about, like I told you 3 weeks ago, Chef Taling, is you should be concerned with people not sending adult protective services to you because of how filthy that home you were in. And then you stated, which I have proof of, that it was your father's home. So it's the sheer fact that you allow your father to live in that guttural filth. The next thing you should be more concerned about, Chef Taling, is actually producing content for your subscribers. Are you a bully page or are you an internet chef who's supposed to be cooking on camera? You got to decide, but you can't be a mean girl and do all three. So you're either going to clean your father's home and stop allowing him to live in filth and squalor. You're just going to be an internet bully. Or you're going to be an internet chef. So pick one of your vices. But worrying about me, my sexual orientation, or my gender fluidity is literally the least of your worries. Now, I'm pretty sure, because I checked, you went ahead and deleted that post. Good for you. Good for you. But not before I was able to send it off to the individuals who I know who work at Meta, so they can know that if you are running ads on your page, to not run any during Pride Week, because you're disgusting and you should know that you're disgusting. You're a disgusting human being. You're a disgusting individual, and you should not be able to make any AdSense or monetization by making fun of people in specific marginalized communities. You're gross. Let me hear from y'all. This is from Ray. Ray said, hoarding and being a chef don't mix. Just being her doesn't mix. Okay. I don't even know what she is. She's obviously has mental health issues. I'm not arguing with people with mental health issues, but this was just a message to Chef Taling, girl, go find something else to do. Okay. Go find something else to do. Please go find something else to do. We do not have time for you or whatever craziness you scrape from the bottom of whatever that stuff was on your walls. Go clean that up. I'm the least of your worries. What's up, Smurf Boulevard? How you doing? Hello, Cammie. Hello, Phyllis. How you doing? Kaylin says, Steph always come through with the classy reads. Child, I'm trying to read her classy, but she is just like, she's just like something mentally like not there. I don't know what it is. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's just that like something is not there. What? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure what's missing, but something is definitely missing. I'm not entirely sure what. I'm just concerned for her mental health, you know. Child. But yeah, so that's to her. So good luck with monetization come Pride Week, because I'm sure you won't get it. At least I'll do my best to make sure you don't. This is for Dr. Jones. Says, I don't think it's worth acknowledging. You have to acknowledge it. That's disgusting behavior. We are, and I understand a lot of my audience is a bit older, but you have to understand we can't just sweep stuff under the rug because we don't like someone. When someone is being gross and disparaging to marginalized communities, we have to say something. We can't just keep sweeping stuff under the rug. Oh, don't say nothing. No, you have to acknowledge it. Do I want to? No, but do I have to? Yes. It's just that simple. And it's just like, you can't just keep letting people do that. We have to get out of the mindset. That's a scarcity fear mindset, to be like, just don't say nothing. No, you have to say something. If you don't say something, we're all the same as everyone else. Just turn our backs to it, right? That's how so many different horrific things happen, because we turned our back to it. I'm not above Chef Taling. I want y'all to know that. I'm not above anybody I talk about. We're eye to eye. We're eye to eye. I would never think that I was above Chef Taling. There's just a difference. I don't live in a hoarding squalor, but it doesn't make me above her. We're eye to eye. So I'll go toe to toe with her, just like I go toe to toe with most people, because I'm not above them. Okay. And Junior said, call out, you damn right. This from Nita Little says, tell her to go base some fish. Child, y'all and that fish. Child, y'all done scared her so bad. I don't think she ever coming back to live video. She not making no more food for y'all live. Now, if you didn't catch Chef Talib's last live video, which was a few weeks ago, she was cooking fish on a hot plate. She was cooking fish on a hot plate in cold oil. Don't ask me why. Ray says, I don't want a hoarder praying for me. Sorry. Show don't. Let's get into our final story, because we're going to have to spend a good chunk of time on this, because this story is I mean, yeah, it's internet beef, but it's something, and I haven't quite figured out what it is. So this is between Cardi B and Akbar V. If you've been sleeping under a rock, then you don't know. But Cardi B and Akbar V have been tussling, honey, since 10 o'clock this morning. And it all started with a single tweet by Akbar V that said, "Who gave Cardi B my phone number?" Yes, it started with that. And don't worry, y'all, I got the screenshots. Don't y'all worry. I had to pull all of them. So I pulled all the screenshots, because I already knew for a fact they would start deleting some of them. So this is what started off. This is what triggered the thread. And if you can see, it started at 7:45 in the morning. My apologies. So it started at 7:45 in the morning. Akbar V tweets and says, "Who gave this Cardi B my number? Gotta be one of y'all weird so-and-so. It's got to be one of y'all weird so-and-sos, because who gave Cardi B my phone number?" This had me running from TikTok. What's up, Smurf Boulevard? Cece said, Cardi met her crazy Akbar as well. She did. Cardi did. Cardi ate. And before we get into the thread, it's incredibly sad, because we know why Akbar's doing this. Akbar is a rapper from Atlanta. So it's because we know for a fact that, like, she was trying to win brownie points with Nicki Minaj. That's just the truth of the matter. That's just the truth of the matter. We know Akbar V started this, because Akbar V could have kept that private. Cardi B didn't subtweet her. Cardi B got her phone number and reached out to her. You understand what I mean? So it's the sheer fact that Akbar V brought it to Twitter, which really was her full demise. It was really her full demise. Let me get to some of your comments before we begin. Shauna says, on a dining room table. Shauna. We are not talking about that lady no more. Cold oil, y'all. I'm done with y'all. I'm so done with y'all. Mo EC said Cardi called her because she felt like Akbar was subtweeting her about her chart data or something. Yes. Now we know why she did it, right? But it's the level at which Cardi B did it, which was respectful. Like, if someone's talking about you, you just reach out to them. Like, hey, my team got your phone number. I just want to talk to you. Now let's get into some of the tweets, because let's get into the messages. Now Akbar V deleted these, but child, not before I could get them. Okay. Not before I could get them. Okay. Cause y'all know I had to get the tweet. I had to get the I had to get the text messages, honey. Now, come on now. Come on now. I had to go screenshot them because I know they was gonna delete them. This said, I'm behind the chef is disgusting. She quite is, yes. Leo says, I'm telling you, Nikki sent her. You think so? She could have. It's from Tiny the Ninja. What's up, Tiny? Says, why do these girls fall for the bait? Nikki back patty whack. Nick back patty whack is setting them up. You think so? Well, let's just get into the tweets, okay? So this is the thread that Akbar B put out, and she says, who is this? Apparently Cardi B said, answer the phone. Akbar says, who is this? Who are you looking for? Cardi B replies and says, you, Cardi. Oh, what's up? I'm around, folks. Who gave you my number? And Cardi says, I'm not doing no text shit. Akbar says, okay, I'll hit you up when I can talk. Cardi says, no, talk now, because you're talking a lot online. Akbar says, girl, who the F you telling to talk now? You not my mother. And then she says, F be wrong with y'all. Okay, they continue. Cardi says, all right, say less, no more to say. Akbar replies, no, you didn't at me. You subtweeted me because I woke up to it. Then she replies back and says, no, I'm hitting you. So what's up? Then she goes, B, y'all are so weird and whatever. I said I can repeat myself and I stand on that period. F out of here. Cardi replies, we already said what we said. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Akbar replies, says, definitely ain't the messages was, wow, these women, I wish they could just spell. Definitely ain't them messages was been sent before we got on the call. Like, who the F you supposed to be? You ain't putting in this, ain't that. Why you still talking, Cardi says. Because I can. You just, me the F, blah, blah, blah. So you pretty much made me upset. They continue, y'all. I'm telling you that it keeps going on. This is all I got, but let's go. Akbar says, F be wrong with y'all. I got so much other going on. Cardi B says, no, what be wrong with you? Akbar says, F is wrong with you. No, blah, 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 blah. But who gave you my number? Cardi B says, you got other going on, but you got all the time in the world to be subtweeting for doggy treats. What? Not her subtweeting for doggy treats. I'm like none of these other. I'ma come direct. Akbar says, subtweet you for what? I'm trying not to swear, you guys, but it says, nobody, I'm straight at you. I'll straight at you, right? Like, I'm not going to subtweet you. I'll straight talk to you. Cardi says, I'm not doing no something text. And then Akbar V says, only way you think I'm subtweeting you is if you was talking about me. Sheesh, the language. I couldn't even read half that. Oh, my word. Let me get to what y'all got to say. Cardi ate up. Now, let's get to the tweet, honey, because they said this in privately, but I want to get to what they were discussing publicly. Okay, let's get to what they were discussing publicly because, honey, that's where all the tea begins. So let me go back. Don't worry, I got all of them. Child, I had to make a whole new folder for them. Okay, so they begin here. Now, this Cardi didn't have to do this, but honey, she did it. She did not care. She did it anyway. She was like, I'm going to do it. Argue with your mama. I'm going to do it. So Cardi starts off and says, I should have never argued with a deadbeat. I should have just left it like this. Now, if you guys don't remember, this is one of Kaya, who happens to be the rapper from My Neck, My Back. This is Kaya's video that has gone ultra viral where she is just eating Akbar B alive. I clearly cannot play this audio for you guys because it is graphic in nature, but child, it is all the funniest things I've ever heard. We need to start giving Kaya her flowers because, honey, she's the read queen. People should pay her to read people. Our Virgil said, Akbar is always looking for a come up. I don't really know. Courtney says, see, Cardi was trying to handle it privately. She was, but Cardi came in hot. Now I'm playing devil's advocate again because y'all, I got to, but Cardi came in a little hot. She came in a little bit hot. She came in hot. So Cardi already started off bad. You know what I mean? She already started off bad. She started off bad. She came in so hot. How you gonna call somebody's phone number coming in hot? I mean, she was, come on, man. Do I got to go back to the tweets? Let's go back. Let's go back to the text. Akbar says, who this? She said, answer the phone. First of all, Cardi, that's not like, I understand, y'all. I love Cardi B. Don't get me wrong, okay? I know Barty Gang is listening. I love Cardi B just like the next person. But you can't, come on, man. That's mad disrespectful. Like, I'm going to come at you too if you call my, listen. And I got 2 phones, okay? The other one's right here. I got 2 phones. You call my phone. I say, who is this? You say, answer the phone. You getting blocked. And Akbar V, she was nice enough to continue this ignorant conversation, but you would have got blocked talking to me like that. So I know Cardi ate. I know that. But here's the thing. We don't know if Akbar V was subtweeting, sub-dissing Cardi B. We don't know that. She could have been talking about anybody. So the sheer fact that Cardi B got her phone number and then entered into her house, which would happen to be her phone, like this, that was ignorant. I don't care if you Cardi B gang all day. You don't send nobody no text message like that. Who you think you is? You don't run Akbar V's phone. You understand what I mean? I mean, it's just a level of respect. And then the part that I thought was like super gaslighty on Cardi B's part was like, I try to handle this privately. Except you didn't. Except you didn't try to handle it privately. You tried to handle it like some gangster, which was mad disrespectful. That's it. So Cardi does not get the award for trying to handle it privately. She does not. Because I just read these right now with you guys. So after reading these, I'm like, no, that was ignorant. She came to her ignorantly. Then after Akbar V says, I'll call you. I have people here. She's like, I got folks here. She said, no, I'll talk now. Talk now? Oh, you're disrespectful. You're disrespectful. You said a private gangster. Torcy said, Steph, that's how you talk here in New York. Okay, that's understandable, but come on, man. Show some decorum. She said, I'm Cardi B, answer the phone. Y'all, but still, you can't talk to people like this. So on Cardi B down 2 points. Okay. You can't get someone's phone number and then talk to them ignorantly. And then even after Akbar V says, I have folks here, I'll call you later. She said, no, talk now. Come on now, you guys. Stop being a bunch of hooligans. She called her phone. Granted, yes, but if she didn't answer, she's not obligated to. Do you guys understand that portion? If a bill collector calls you, you're not obligated to answer. So Akbar V is not obligated to answer Cardi B's calls. I'm just trying to get to the beginning before we can even get into the tweets, okay? Because we have to decide who's in the wrong. Cardi B is definitely in the wrong, you guys. As much as you might like Cardi B and hate Akbar V, you have to understand Cardi B is in the wrong. You don't do stuff. Because if somebody did this to y'all would cut up. Just put yourself in the realm of an adult. If someone sent you text messages like that, would you call them? And if you say yes, you a whole clown. Because I know you wouldn't. If somebody sent you text messages like Cardi B sent to Akbar V, I know for a fact you're not going to get on the phone and be like, hi, yes, I got your disgusting, gross text messages. I'm so excited to talk to you. You're not going to say that. So it doesn't matter if it's Cardi B or the Queen Elizabeth, God rest her horrible soul. You would never, ever say, oh, Cardi's right. No, she's not. There's no right about this. So after reading these text messages, at first I was like, I'm straight Cardi gang right now, but nah, she dead wrong for that. She dead wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm rereading it now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm with Akbar V on this one. Cardi B, she can go eat a whole dick because this is just mad. I'm so disgusted by this text thread. I'm so beyond disgusted by this text thread that I cannot believe that I even but I don't know why it took me so long to read them, but like that, this is wild, disrespectful, and disgusting. Because again, Cardi B never had proof that Akbar V was talking about her. She only put suppositions together and said, I think you're talking about me. Somebody get me Akbar V's phone number. And then she introduces herself like this. Akbar V says, ma'am, she basically says in the worst way possible, ma'am, if I was going to at you, I would have just at you. You said, but what initiated the text? Cardi B said she thought, now mind you, you follow me here. She thought that Akbar V was sneak dissing her on Twitter, like saying things disparaging about her without using her name or adding her. She thought that's what Akbar V was doing. She thought. She didn't know. I think this is what you're doing. She thought this is what she was doing. Not what she knew, what she thought. I'm going to keep repeating myself so you guys understand. What she thought Akbar V was doing. So, yeah. Yeah. Brandy says, yeah, Akbar V may have been more open to talk if she didn't come in like that. She came in hot. It's from Laura Matt. Laura Matt. I know a Laura and a Matt. I wonder if you're the same person. I don't think so, though. But I can't see your profile picture. It's too tiny and my eyes hurt. It says, imagine being that rich and spending your time going back and forth on Twitter, shaking my head. I couldn't agree more, Laura Matt. I couldn't agree more. This from T Creek says, subtweet or not, don't hit the phone. I pay a bill on talking crazy. Come correct or not at all. That's what I'm saying. So y'all understand. So y'all are catching my drift, right? You picking up what I'm putting down? Got you. Okay, you picking up what I'm putting down. Come on, Cardi. This is just mad ignorant. This is from Miss Leo says Cardi had enough of all of them trying to downplay her. And we all know darn well Akbar V was talking about Cardi. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't. Don't you guys get it? Like, don't you get it? I'm trying to be for real with y'all. Don't y'all get it? Do you get it? This type of behavior leads to bullying. It leads to parasocial relationships. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous behavior. We talk about Nicki Minaj all the time in the Barbs and how hyperbolic and crazy they are, which they are. But we always kind of scapegoat Cardi B and her gang. Now, mind you, the reason why Cardi B and Nicki Minaj clash is because they're the same exact person born 2 different years. Both hyperbolic, both hyper paranoid. Because only hyper paranoia would lead you to doing something like this, being hyper focused and paranoid. Do you know how paranoid you have to be to see someone tweeting who has less than, I think Akbar V has less than like 40,000 followers on Twitter? Reach out to your contacts to get her phone number and then send her text messages like this. When you, Cardi B, have 22 million followers on Twitter alone. Husband, 2 kids, music videos, brand deals, television series, products, product testing, social media presence, albums, award shows. Do you know how psychotic you have to be focusing on an Atlanta rapper with 40,000 Twitter followers? You want to tell me this is normal behavior? If you can honestly say, no, Seth, this is normal. It's not normal. It's not normal behavior. So don't come in here hot like Cardi B came to Akbar V, because you'll get slid like Akbar V got by Cardi B. You could slid right out of here. Okay. Do you know how hyper paranoid you have to be to focus on someone like this with no proof? She's, again, there's no proof Akbar V was talking about Cardi B ever. Crazy. Let me get some of your comments. Pilot Jones says, Candy B. Mo EC says, I can't believe people still see Cardi B as a victim. Joe is it? I'll call you Joe. I don't want to butcher your last name. Joe says it's normal for the rap girls. It shouldn't be. Should not be normal. Taurus Season says Akbar knows what she's doing. She want to be Nikki Puppy. Yeah, okay, got it. Right? It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Right? She wants to be Nikki's puppy. Okay, I got it. But if you don't have proof of something, then what is Cardi B doing? Take Akbar V out of the picture, since I think a lot of us are having a hard time doing that. Pretend Cardi B's talking to herself. If Cardi B has no proof, tangible proof, that Akbar V was actually talking about her, what is Cardi B doing? What is she doing? Akbar V's not in the picture. We're just talking about Cardi B. Cardi B, no proof, none, that someone is talking about her on the internet. All 7 billion of us on the internet, right? No proof of it. What is this then? What is this? Explain this without Akbar V. Because if you can explain this without Akbar V, you're demented. You're demented. If you can explain that this is how you were to address a person who you think, now mind you, Cardi B doesn't have any proof that Akbar V is doing this. This is just a supposition. I think you're talking about me. Explain it. Tell me this is rational behavior of a mother with 2 children. Just say, no, Steph, this is normal, Steph. This is normal behavior. This is how normal people, no, it's not. You're not going to gaslight anybody in the comment sections to think that. This is not normal behavior. So if you can't explain this without including Akbar V, then you don't have an argument as to why this is okay behavior. It's not okay behavior. It's not. Period. It's not okay. You said, Steph, I'm not street, so I wouldn't understand. I don't got to be street to understand. You don't have to be. There's nothing about being street to understand any of that. You think about that for a second. It's just about making wild claims. Imagine if they were both in the same city and Cardi B pulled up to her house and Akbar V shot her. Like, bitch, I don't know what you're talking about. Would that be okay behavior? Probably not. It's Cardi's behavior. It's wild. Let's get into the tweets, okay? Because again, I'm thoroughly disgusted. Team Akbar V. I'm sorry. After reading these text messages and kind of putting the story together, no way. I don't care. You don't talk to somebody like this. You don't know them. You got no proof that they did anything. Now you just sound like a crazy Looney Tune across the internet. And the fact that people were rallying behind Cardi B, and I was like, did people read the text messages or no? Did no one get to this? Because Akbar V should have never deleted these. She should have kept them posted so so people can understand how Cardi B came after her being wild and accusatory. Just crazy. Let me get some of your comments. This is from Jane Nick says, I think regardless of what Cardi does, people will excuse it because they like her. Correct. This from Wink Badu says, plus, maybe there's something going on behind the scenes not being said on social media. Who knows? That's not how that works. So when somebody makes a supposition and they only make one claim of a supposition, that's the only one we get to go for. So Cardi B didn't say, I was at a record studio and Akbar V came in and spit on me, right? You guys didn't see it, but she did it. And this is why I'm attacking her. She didn't say that. Cardi B's only claim is that I think Akbar V is talking about me in tweets, which are public. Which means we get to go back and look at those tweets and determine if Akbar V is talking about her. But if Akbar V doesn't at her, we have no idea what she's doing. So there's nothing behind the scenes. So there's no behind the scenes. There's no, I saw Akbar V at a party. I think she splashed her drink on me. There's none of that, okay? There's none of that exists. Stop making up scenarios in your head what you think. We're going based off of what Cardi B said out of her mouth. Is that I think you're saying stuff about me subliminally on Twitter and I don't like it. That's the only thing you get. You don't get to make up fake, phony scenarios in the back of your dome because you want to excuse Cardi B's behavior because it's street. It's not street. Just stop, okay? There's none of that. Go with what you know, okay? Go with what you know. Go with what you know. Go with what you know. Stop making up these wild claims in your head because you want to excuse Cardi's behavior. Stop trying to excuse adult behavior. She's a full-grown adult. Just stop, okay? This is from Fab for Miki. It says, I don't know the history between Cardi B and Nicki, Akbar V, but Cardi needs to learn how not to respond to everything. To think something doesn't make it true. Correct. It's correct. It's just not true. It's just not true. This from Totally Anonymous says, I think Cardi winning the judgment against Tasha K and walking away from the bartender case unscathed has made her head big and she thinks she's untouchable. Because that's what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like. That's what it's starting to feel like. But I want to get to some of these tweets because we're running out of time and I want to get to them. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So it starts off here where Cardi starts here and says, now I'm not going to lie to you. Some of these are very funny. I just want y'all to know Cardi B's in the wrong, but we're just gonna roll with it. Okay, she's in my opinion. You don't gotta agree. I can clearly see y'all out here tussling with me in the comments. You don't have to agree. You already know you don't gotta agree with me. It doesn't mean you're not welcome here. It just means we just don't agree on this. Okay. So Cardi B says, I should have never argued with this deadbeat. I should have just left it at this. And if you know, this is one of Kaya's most viral videos on YouTube where she is reading Akbar V for filth. Okay. Let's move it along. Akbar V replies and says, of course, she says some stuff that I can't read and says, we know it's a fake app. You're lying. Now you lying on at QCM_P. I don't know who that is. And she says, we all know this. I knew I shouldn't be trusting, who be dancing all over the place. Anyway, hush up. Cardi B replies back and says, so why you ain't record the call? I guess they had a phone call conversation. She said, why you ain't record the call? You made the whole stuff up just so you can bring up my man up to try and bait him into snitching on himself because you a cop. You're a cop. She says, why would my man call you when I handle myself? Clout muncher. Akbar replies and says, Saucy Santana more harder than Barty hubby. He be breakdancing and moonwalking on concrete. Like, boy, sit your butt down. Cardi B replies and says, your mom be breakdancing in the grave. Every time you abandon your kids on camera. Cardi out of pocket for that one. Jeffrey Fernandez says, Cardi's making a wild assumption. She could have asked Akbar V about the tweets like an adult, but Cardi chose to belligerently attack her. That's wild. That's very wild. This is one of the wildest tweets I've ever seen. This from Tori Season says, y'all keep saying assumptions, but it's clear she's being bullied. By who? Who is Cardi B being bullied by? You said everyone that works with Nicki subs Cardi, and then Nicki tweets right after the subs. I'm not trying to sound mean, but that's the most delusional thing I ever read in my entire life. And I like you, Taurus season, but this is a bit more delusional than I can read today. And I'm not saying then get off of Twitter, right? Like, get off of Twitter then, right? Everyone should be able to use Twitter, but everyone wants this very ginormous safe space. And that's not how the world works. If Cardi wants to be the queen of Twitter, where no one ever says anything bad about her and no one ever subtweets her bad about her and none of that, then buy Twitter and ban everybody on it. And then you can have your own makeshift safe space. Because it sounds wild. It does. It sounds wild. We're talking about millionaires who could build their own app and bring all their fans on it and just be in this happy, joyous moment where everyone talks about rainbows and sunshines and all that all day. You're talking about internet beef and somehow conflating that to being street. That has nothing to do with the streets. That has nothing to do with the streets. You cannot have both arguments and say, this is a street thing, bring it to Twitter. Do you hear that yourself? And how can it be a street thing if Cardi B lives somewhere in between New York, Dominican Republic, and Los Angeles, and Akbar V lives in Philadelphia and Atlanta? How could it be a street thing? Those are 5 different streets. What is it? I mean, just pick your argument, and I'm happy to ride with you. But you're picking all of these different arguments. It's Cardi B, it's Akbar V, it's Nicki Minaj. It's a street thing, but they live in 5 different streets. They're in different boroughs. But she's sometimes in New York, and other times she's in Los Angeles. But this street is not like that street because this street is different because this is New York and that's the Bronx. What do you want? I mean, like, come on, because y'all, I'm just like, it sounds crazy. The argument sounds insane, and I'm trying to help you, help me, help you, help me. Okay, but what is it? Okay, is it street? Is it the internet? Is it Nicki? Is it Akbar? Is it tweets? Is it subtweets? Is it this? Is it that? Is it New York? Is it LA? Is it the Bronx? Is it Bed-Stuy? What is it? Okay, because you apparently none of us are getting it. Only you get it. You get the hood. No one gets the hood. No one gets the tweets. No one gets the subtweets. No one gets the direct tweets. No one's getting it. Because the reason why no one's getting it is because it doesn't make any sense, because it's all garbage. It's a bunch of hyperinflated millionaires with very incredibly fragile egos. There's nothing for everybody to get. That's all it is. That's all it is. Humans are not as complex as you would like them to be, Taurus season. I know you probably want them to be. You want humans to be these complex, dynamic, 30-sided Rubik's cubes with all of these different dimensions, but they're not. Humans are basically the most simple creatures on the planet next to like rocks and clouds, okay? We only get shaken up by a handful of things. We're very sensitive about our shit, and that's just how we operate. So when we all think that it's just all of this, it's this hood dynamic and this core philosophy, it's just simple mathematics. These are 2 incredibly rich women who absolutely hate each other, and they use their friends as this proxy argument. Okay, it's the same thing that we see in war. It's nothing as complex as you would like it to be, because maybe in your head, it sounds like this fantastical adventure with these 2 very rich women fighting each other out on Twitter, but it's not that difficult. It's not everything that you want it to be. They're both mental cases. And unfortunately, in this situation, Cardi B's wrong. It ain't got nothing to do with street. It ain't got nothing to do with Twitter. It got to do with somebody being hyper focused and hyper paranoid about people saying bad stuff about her on the internet that she wasn't able to prove. That's it. And Cardi B took her very large following and galvanized it like Nicki Minaj does. And she went ahead and bullied someone because she felt that they were doing something that she couldn't prove. Now Akbar V could have been doing it, but without proof, we don't know. We don't know. We don't just take suppositions because of history. We take stuff that we can prove. We cannot prove Akbar V's intentions because of her proximity to Nicki Minaj. We can't prove that. We can only prove it if she actually added Cardi B. That's what we can prove. So we can't prove Cardi B's hyperinflated emotional state. We can only prove what we can prove. That's it. So as much as you would like it to be this whole, I don't know, conspiracy theory, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, Taurus season, but that ain't it. I'm sorry. That's just not how the world works, and it gets definitely frustrating. It's definitely frustrating. Let me read this from Brenda. What's up, Brenda? Brenda says, "No, Steph. The way Cardi came at Akbar in the text is the street thing. The communication example. I heard you were talking about me. Then you punched him in the face. That's street versus I heard you were talking about me. Can we talk about that?" In the text messages? Hold on, let me go back. Let me pull this up. So she said, no, because you're talking a lot online. She says, "Girl, who the F are you who the F are you telling to talk now? You not my mother. The F is wrong with you." Then she says, "No, you didn't at me. You subtweeted me because I woke up to it. Now I'm hitting you. So what's up?" She said, "B, all you are weirdos and whatever. I said I can repeat myself and stand on that, period. F out of here." She said, "We already said what we said. Ain't nothing else to talk about." She said, "Definitely ain't the messages was being said before we got on the call. Like, who the F you supposed to be? You ain't putting in this. Ain't that. Why you still talking? Because I can." Then she says, "F be wrong with y'all. I got so much other stuff going on." She said, "No, what be wrong with you?" She said, "The F is wrong with you. No, ain't wrong with me. You and I both know if I got something to say, I'ma say ain't no in my hood. And who gave you my number?" She says, Cardi B says, "You got other stuff going on, but you got all the time in the world to be subtweeting for doggy treats. I'm not like these other, I'ma come direct." She said, "Subtweet you for what? You know my body. I'm straight at." Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Brenda. You said, "I just mean the heat Cardi brought to the text." It's disrespectful. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's disgusting behavior. Like, who sends a person a tweet like, or who sends someone a text message like this? Answer the phone. She said, "Who is this?" Answer the phone. She said, "Who is this? Who are you looking for?" She said, "You, Cardi." She said, "Oh, what up? I'm around folks. Who gave you my number?" She said, "I'm not doing this text stuff." She said, "Oh, okay. I'll hit you. I'll hit you when I can talk." She said, "No, talk now." That's disrespect. There's no, you said, "I'm too old for this." Where's the translator? Yeah, it's street, but it doesn't mean it don't matter. I get what you guys are saying. You're saying she's talking street. I got it. That's coming in hot. You can talk street and not call someone's phone like this. Does that make any sense? Like, you can still do that. You can still do that. Like, you can talk street and still, this is going to be a long ass live stream, and still not come to someone's phone like that. I get what you guys are saying. This from Kimberly. Kimberly says, Cardi needs real friends because she is lonely and bothered by these millionaire streets. Right. This from Veronica says, "Steph, you're speaking on a subject matter that you aren't familiar with. You missed the nuance." No, I didn't miss the nuance, you guys, at all. It doesn't, you guys are referring to Cardi B's language in the text. Okay. That's what you're referring to. That's what you're calling street. There's no nuance missed. I'm going based off of the facts. Cardi B believed something. She reached out to her people to get a phone number to directly talk to someone about something. Cardi B used her Cardi B street lingo language, whatever the fuck it is y'all keep saying, into this. But you're making it sound like, oh, it's just street. It's disrespect. And let me show you how. When Akbar V said, "I have folks around, I will talk to you later," Cardi said, "No, talk now." That's not street. That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful language. How is that? I don't understand this nuance that you guys are keep trying to say, Steph, you're just not getting. No, it's not anything like that. If I tell you I'm busy and you said, no, talk now, that's disrespectful. You don't got to be from the Bronx or Harlem or fucking Slauson or Compton. Are you I mean, are you real? I mean, think about that for a second. If a person tells you, first of all, the person keeps asking you, who is this? And you finally tell them and they're like, I got folks around. I'll give you a call in a minute. Talk now. You think that's hood? And you don't think that's disrespectful to someone's time and energy? I mean, just think about that for a second. Some of you are in here talking like that's normal to tell someone that. When someone tells you, I'm busy, and they're like, nope, get on the phone right now. That's not disrespectful. That's street. That's not street. I don't know no nigga from the hood who talk like that. I don't know nobody who talk like that. I know plenty of people in the hood. I ain't never met nobody talk like that and said that that's respect. That ain't no fucking respect. That's disrespectful. That ain't got nothing to do with street. I know exactly what y'all saying, and that sounds crazy. Y'all sound crazy if you don't think that someone calling someone's phone and telling them to get on the phone right now is a matter of street. Y'all can't be gaslighting yourselves like that. And if y'all have people in your lives who talk to you like that, y'all need new friends and family. Because ain't no way I'm going to tell somebody I'm busy and they going to text me, talk now. And I'm going to say, oh, that's just a matter of street. That's just how they talk in the streets. No, it's not. No, it is not. No, it is not. No, it is not. I'm glad I reread those texts. I'm like, what did y'all talking about? Stuff you just don't understand street. That's not street. That's disrespect. That is disrespectful. Look at this. She said, I got folks around. She said, no, talk now. Y'all really trying to gaslight yourselves and say that that's street? That's not disrespect? Unapologetically means listen, you text my phone like that, you getting cussed out, period. You getting cussed out, period. You getting cussed out, period. And if you came back and said, no, Steph, I'm just street. That's how I talk. I would. You better hope your location off, because I would curb stomp you if you gave me some. No, Steph, I ain't disrespectful. That's just street. And you talk to me like that? Fob says, can't nobody text me about talk now. I told you I told you I'm busy. If y'all just joined us, I mean, I love y'all. I do love the nosy bystanders, but some of y'all was out here making me feel like I'm crazy. Y'all was out here making me feel like I was crazy. Like, nah, Steph, you just don't understand that street. Like, legit trying to tell me that this is how people this is not how people in the hood talk. At all. That is not how she was coming in hot. Okay. Kimberly Smith says Cardi B needs friends because she is lonely and bothered by these millionaire streets. Come on, Cardi. For real. Like, come on. This is from TQM says, but I think that Cardi's intent was she was mad or whatever. And Akbar said wasn't respectful either. But I think it's way more going beyond that text. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I totally agree with that. Britta says Cardi was not trying to be respectful. Yeah, but she was loud and wrong, which is crazy. Because remember, Cardi B, granted, she was not trying to be respectful, right? But Cardi B has zero proof that Akbar V was actually talking about her. And you could see that in this text thread here when Akbar V says, what does she say that? She says, subtweet you for what? You know my body. I'm straight at somebody. And then Akbar V says, oh, so you're talking about me? That's what she said. That's what she said, which I totally believe. Remember, I feel like this is just, I feel like we spend so much time on these text messages, but I feel like we're getting somewhere. Cardi B had zero proof. And she texted Akbar V based off of what she felt Akbar V was doing, not what she knew Akbar V was doing. Do you get that? She only did it because she felt this is what Akbar V was doing, not what she knew. Which changes the entire story of today's Twitter thread. This is from LJ. LJ says, Akbar is gaslighting Cardi. Let's be honest. Why would you talk about chart numbers? Who else is on the charts? You can't be this crazy. Who cares? If she didn't at her, if she did not at Cardi B, it doesn't matter. She could say anything. She could say, I really, 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 really hate the word culture. She could say that. It doesn't matter. And Cardi B so happened to have a child named Culture. That's none of Cardi B's business. Unless she said, I really, really, really hate children named Culture, then that's when Cardi B should have came running. It doesn't matter. She's allowed to talk about whatever she wants to talk about on the internet. Are y'all not familiar with how the internet works? Are y'all so new to the internet that you're not familiar how the internet works, where we can talk about whatever we want to talk about? Think about that for a second. So Akbar V is not allowed to talk about chart numbers. Are you serious? Are y'all serious? Are we now gatekeeping topics that people can talk about? Are we really gatekeeping? So is Akbar V allowed to talk about ice cream because Cardi B is lactose intolerant? She's not allowed to talk about ice cream? I'm asking a legitimate question. Can Akbar V talk about ice cream knowing Cardi B is lactose intolerant? I'm asking a legitimate question. I would really hope half of you reply. Is Akbar V not allowed to talk about ice cream knowing that Cardi B is lactose intolerant? This from Taurus season says, let's not act like you don't know when someone don't like you off of straight vibes because you don't need proof. That sounds like paranoid schizophrenia, Taurus season. That sounds like paranoid schizophrenia. That sounds like if you think like that, if Cardi B thinks like that, she needs to have herself committed. She needs to not do anything else on the internet and have herself committed to a mental health care facility. Because if you think that you can feel how someone feels based off straight off vibes and then attack based off of that notion, you should be put into a hospital for quite a few days. Cardi B doesn't live with Akbar V. So whatever vibes she's catching is definitely coming from about 3,000 miles away. I'm just saying. What's up, Missy Samuel? Says, y'all think that was illegal? No, because if it was legally like on a website like Hub or Fans, then her sharing it on the Twitter is not illegal. No, unless it was private, right? Like it belonged to Akbar V privately. You know what I mean? And someone sent it to Cardi B. Now that's illegal if it was private property, because that would be Akbar's private property. That's a good question though. This from Brother Gladly says, this is what I don't like about people when you come known by lots of people. You make one or a few mistakes and it becomes an issue. Like you have to go through the issues to solve the mistake. You're talking about what Cardi B was saying about Akbar V's, other stuff, like her children and things like that nature. Is that what you're referring to, Brother Gladly? This is from, is it, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Says, I wish you guys stop trying to justify all the wretchedness, okay? Um, don't people, don't people ain't thinking about God. I got your money already. I'm sorry. This sounds a bit convoluted, and can't quite understand what that means, but thank you for the comment. This is from Ray. So the video is actually on Twitter, and it's been on Twitter. Yeah, I don't think it was illegal. This is from Sai Inue. Says some people are committed to misunderstanding, but the rest of them tweets though. Oh yeah, the rest of these tweets. Let's get to some of these tweets. Okay, so let me see. Now, Cardi B tells Cardi B Akbar V says, let Offset watch them kids, because why you and your sister get beat up like that? Cardi B replies and says, now you know I don't play about my sister. Dig your mother up. If you guys didn't know, Akbar V's mother had passed away. And then Akbar replied back and says, free smoke, who want it? Cardi B says, B, why was you just talking about you had anxiety? From your hood even called you saying you police. That's why you here on the internet making stuff up and egging to snitch on himself. Federal, go take the bullet out of your head. Now, if you didn't know, Akbar V was shot and she does have a bullet in her head. Akbar V says, now my kids got to watch this again. Cardi B, you dead wrong for that, uploading that stuff about me again. You scoop so low, but cool. You just threw me back into anxiety. Cardi says, wasn't you bragging about it when the video first came out, talking about you got good? Anyways, I'ma respect your kids and take it down, which Cardi B did. She did take it down. And then Akbar V says, y'all check on Cardi's husband. Keep getting caught cheating because her is trash and her is weak. Cardi says, weak. Baby, you the one with 5 baby daddies. Go give Thug head. And the head wasn't good enough for him to. And y'all can read the rest of that. I'm not reading these, but child, let's get to the next one. Okay. Akbar V says, I'm about to do something you never do, right? Which she wrote hashtag right rap. Cardi B says, I'm about to go do something you never do. Pick my kids up from school. You got 20 minutes to talk your piece, because after that, my attention goes to my kids the whole day. Then Cardi B posts this fight, says, why you acting like Big Ursula didn't lift you one neither? I don't know who Big Ursula is, but apparently Akbar V and somebody named Big Ursula got into it. Y'all, let me take a sip of my water. Akbar V says, get a little money, forget what you came from. Cardi B says, I came from the Bronx, High Bridge to be exact. Clearly ain't forget, since I'm wasting my time arguing with you. And that was the extent of the thread. Now there's more to the thread. You'll have to let me pull up Twitter to get it. Let me see if they're still on Twitter. Hold on one second, okay? Hold on now. Hold on. Let's get to Twitter. I better hope I remember my password. Ooh, child. Child, I don't know. I don't know what my password is. Y'all gonna have to give me a second. I don't know what my password is. I got it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's search. Okay, let me share my screen. Y'all better be glad I found it, because child. Okay, here we go. Let me get some of y'all tweets. This is gonna be a long live stream because I feel like we missed the whole weekend. Okay. Missy says, y'all think the P was posted illegally? Originally, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know who posted it originally. But I think I already answered that question. This from Kimberly says, Akbar says, which kids will you sacrifice first? Bronx Barbie. What? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go to Cardi B's page because she's the one who was. I couldn't find most of them on Akbar V's page. I think this was the last tweet. Um, no, this wasn't her last tweet. I think her last tweet to Akbar V was this. This was her last tweet to Akbar V. It says, I should never argue with you deadbeats. Let's go to Akbar V's page and see if she's still tweeting. She tweeted 4 hours ago. She says something, something, something. We know it's fake app. You lying now, like you lying. And this was her last tweet, I guess. I don't know who tweeted this, but I guess it's not available. Its tweet was deleted by the Twitter author. No clue. Yeah, I think that was it. There's no updates. Well, I guess that was the end of that. That was quite the long thread of beefing. Let me get to some of you guys' comments. Hold on one second. I'm not gonna show this image. Okay. I already saw what image it is. We're just gonna leave it on Kaya. Okay. Let me get some of your comments. This Torstein says exactly as she finally tired. Who's tired? Maria says she said leave her alone. Who's she? This is from Cocaine. What's up, Cocaine? Says Cardi Dunn got involved with Gutta K getting jumped today as well. Who's Gutta K? Why does that sound familiar? Gutta K? Who's Rio and Milan? What is this? Oh, Gutta K is from the Bad Boys Club. Ooh, child ghetto. What does Cardi not like Gutta K? Interesting. Interesting indeed, child. Okay. This is from Earth is Ghetto. What's the Earth is Ghetto? To Bad Boys of LA is on Zeus. This is from Rad. Rad says she got dragged while trying to get brownie points. I know Nikki was. Cardi B's sister just went off on IG. Did she? About is it in her stories? We can go to there and then we're gonna get out of here. So we'll go to Hennessy's page. Give us 1 second. Let me pull it up because I'll be forgetting my passwords, y'all. Okay. What's her name? Hennessy Carolina. Oh, she did. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I got it. Y'all better be lucky I got it. Okay, let's go. Her Instagram story says these old bitter big booty be hating and mad teaming up with each other because they common denominator is to hate one person. Doesn't matter how much they try be blessed on this side. Ain't nothing y'all can make up and try to bring people down. And they woke up mad AF because they big AF couldn't see how MF's out last night having a good time and looking great. Your real life hating salty old I hate that. Let's just see what else she got to say before I give my 2 cents. Let me say this about this comment Hennessy made. This is, I don't like this. I don't like when they make comments like this. And let me tell you why. Like, it's not an insult being old. I think Akbar V is like in her mid 30s. Like, find something else. Oh, she an old hag. Like, come on, girl. Like, your sister dead wrong, you dead wrong. You should just shut up, okay? Just be quiet. I hate that. Like that's not an insult. That's not an insult. Find something else. Because you got nothing else to say about her. Your sister was wrong. Your sister should have never came in hot and ready with no proof of nothing except her feelings were hurt about her talking about charting something. So we're not allowed to talk about nothing that pertains to Cardi B. So Akbar V is not allowed to talk about anything in the music sector because it could hurt Cardi B's feelings. Oh, Do you know how demented that sounds? Do you know how demented that sounds? Do you? Just think about that for a second. And then the only insult her sister Hennessy has is, she's an old hag. Girl, shut up, man. Just be quiet. Your sister came in dead wrong. You look dumb. Over here co-signing crazy. Just wild. Just wild. Just, girl, be quiet. You be quiet, Cardi B. You be quiet. Y'all, Barty gang, y'all need some help. Just like Nicki Minaj needs help. All y'all need help. Y'all sound ridiculous. Y'all starting to sound really ridiculous at this point. Lawson BK said, hey, Cardi must be 30. That's what I'm saying. With 2 child, she old head. She old head herself. This from Fab says, I'm going to send them a stop with the run on sentences. It takes me so long to understand what they're saying. Same here. Steph, after show? Yeah, I guess we could do it on TikTok. And I'm done being unsuspended on TikTok. I'm gonna go live there. Probably like 7:30. But the Gladly said, Nosy, I can't wait till that Little Mermaid movie comes out. Forget these people who hate on Little Mermaid for being black. No one is, Brother Gladly, but we excited too. Brenda says, Steph, how do you know she's talking about Akbar? Well, she comes in defense of her sister, so I can only assume. Who else is she talking about? What is Hennessy Caroline doing with her life? Okay. Now, she did not say Akbar's name, but that's a supposition that can be made. That is a supposition that can be made because of Hennessy's proximity to Cardi. Cardi B cannot make a proximity that Akbar V is talking about her because there's no proximity. So she can't make suppositions like that. But we can make those about Hennessy Caroline because of her connection to Cardi B and for everything that was transcribed today. And the fact that 4 hours ago, Cardi B stopped texting about it or tweeting about it, and they in turn her sister's tweet. So that's how you make the proper suppositions. It's just a training curve. That's all it is. It's not saying that you're not allowed to make suppositions, but they have to be done in the right proximity. So Cardi B saying, I think this random music artist is talking about me. Not the proper supposition. But her sister saying, ooh, these old women, they so jealous and they this, after her sister spends a better part of 8 hours beefing with another female artist. That's probably the correct supposition, right? It's not like some random person like Monica or I don't know, think of another music artist, right? Big Lotto saying something. We're like, who the hell Big Lotto talking about? Because there's no proximity to Big Lotto and Cardi B and Akbar V. So Big Lotto subbing someone would make no sense because we're like, who are you talking about? But her sister, a little bit different. This from BK says, and Hennessy moves in ride or die mode when it comes to Cardi. Exactly. Exactly. Tori Season says, see, so we can say that they might be subbing Cardi. No, you can't say that. Sorry. Unfortunately, your suppositions don't work. My suppositions work. And it's not about me being, oh, I'm just greater than or I'm smarter than. No, it's just how you build your supposition. So let me give you a quick example. If you and your neighbor have been beefing and you came home and you saw that your fence was knocked down from your neighbor's direction toward your house, you would not make the supposition that the mailman did it. Does that make sense? You would not say, the mailman did it. Your first supposition would be like, it's probably my dick of a neighbor. That's probably your first supposition. It's probably my neighbor. So when you say Cardi B's attacking Akbar V because Akbar V subtweeting her because Akbar V was talking about charting, but there is no supposition to be made because there's no proximity to the two. Cardi B has made tons of music with people that Akbar V probably didn't like, and vice versa. So you can't say it's because Akbar V made a single with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj makes singles with tons of artists all the time. So all those artists that Nicki Minaj works with should not be on Cardi B's radar. Those are just other artists. So Cardi B cannot make that supposition. Just like you can't supposition that your mailman knocked over your fence, being that your neighbor is right there. These are just baby steps when it comes to suppositions. We can make the supposition that Cardi B's sister is talking about Akbar V because of the evidence that led up to it. So the tweet, this post that was made here was 4 hours ago, the same exact time that Cardi B quit texting or quit tweeting Akbar V. This is also Cardi B's sister. Also, if you just want to take a deeper dive, if we look back at the rest of her story from earlier in the day, she was doing other stuff. She was doing other things. And she continued to do other things even after that tweet, this sub thing was made. So look at this here. She's doing other stuff, right? So even when you look at the pattern of how she's posted stuff on the internet, it doesn't even fit the pattern. She's been posting about going to events, going to see her brother-in-law's show, hanging out with her sister, and then this. You can only make a supposition that it probably follows the argument with Akbar V and Cardi B. That is how you make a supposition. I mean, if you want, I'm more than happy to teach you how to do this. It's not hard. It's just using deductive reasoning. That's it. It's the simplest thing that you can learn how to do. It's very easy, and it leads you to not having hyperbolic nature about yourself, right? Like over assuming stuff. Like, I just assume that, right? It has to be this. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be any of that. If you just use standard deduction in your reasoning, you don't lose your cool about stuff because you're like, well, what's the likelihood of that happening? Probably pretty slim. So there's no point of being angry about it. What's the likelihood that I'm gonna be able to get it fixed or be able to get it rectified? There's a high likelihood I can do that right now. So why be mad? That's all in suppositions, okay? That's it. This is from Fab says, come on, all Henny don't ride for everybody but her sister. Y'all know she was talking about Akbar. Exactly. Exactly. Could be. That's a great supposition you can make. She could also be talking about Nicki Minaj. That's actually excellent. That's a good supposition to make. And again, my argument still stands. Whoever she's talking about, my whole argument was, why are you calling people old? I don't like that. I just think that's such a disgusting insult. It's like such a low blow. It's like she could have said everything she wanted to say if she was talking about Nicki or she was talking about Akbar V. But why you got to go to old? You could have called them broke, lazy, this, that, da, 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 da. You just went to old, which means that Caroline, because I'm going to call her Caroline because that's the only part I can remember of her name. Caroline had no reason to even say that because she had no dog in the fight. The only thing she could say was they're old. Okay, sure, they're old. Great, thanks. Glad you know they're old. I guess. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Sure, they're old. That's it. Okay. I don't like that. I just don't like that argument. But that's a good supposition. You can say that she's talking about Nicki Minaj as well. That's correct. What's up, Miss Drilla? How you doing? This from Ashley. Ashley says, if you ever encountered a narcissist or abusive person, you know why it's important to not assume or be delusional. Exactly. Precisely. You have to go based off of what you know, not what you think. I know it's a hard thing to do because we're human. We've always gone by our emotions, but think about it. 1,000,000 years ago, we were always going based off of logic and reasoning, and we deduce stuff all the time. Somehow we just got emotional. This is the last message I'm going to read today. This is from, again, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. It says, Stephanie, come out of the rabbit hole. These are people that had to shake behind they're behind for $1. And instead of her sister go to school so that they can manage her sister's money, she's here trying to involve herself in a war of words. That's actually correct. That's actually a really good supposition to make, right? Instead of just arguing with her sister in a war of words, she could have been actually doing something. Because I'd have been the one managing my sister's money. Yeah. Great. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. We'll be on the after show on Instagram on I can't even think straight. We'll have the after show on TikTok on our main account at Chief Nosy Bystanders. This is our main account. If you've never seen us on TikTok, we're actually on TikTok. It's our main account. We'll be live here tonight. Oh, I got 15 drafts. Why this? What? How did I get a community nudity? No nudity in here. I gotta hold on now. We might not go live. I got an appeal. Hold on, let me appeal this. Child, I get so many community guideline violations. I don't know how they ain't take this account yet. I be having so many community guideline violations. I don't know how they don't take my account. I'll be so flabbergasted. I'm like, how do I still have an account with TikTok? It's wild. It's wild. Wild. The violations be coming, honey. Yeah, YouTube is. I know. I be so good on YouTube. YouTube be treating me good. They do treat me good.
What's that one girl's name who be like,
oh,
ain't nothing to it?
Not me coming up on my own FYP. Not me coming up on my own FYP. Child, the ghetto, honey. How did I just show up? Okay. So we'll be on the after show on TikTok at Chief Nosy Bystander. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. Sorry for the arguing today. We'll be back tomorrow with more, I assume, ghetto-ness. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And on the after show, bye-bye, you guys.